President Trump gestures during a rally at the Phoenix Convention Center Tuesday night. Ralph Fresso/Getty Images President Trump gestures during a rally at the Phoenix Convention Center Tuesday night. President Trump led an incendiary rally at which he ripped at cultural divides, played to white grievance, defended himself by stretching the truth or leaving out key facts, attacked members of his own party and the media, played the victim and threatened apocalyptic political consequences, all the while ignoring political norms and sensitivities. The only thing that's surprising is if you're surprised by it. Trump held these kinds of rallies and made these kinds of comments repeatedly throughout the campaign. And even did so in Arizona. Remember back in August of last year when he flew to Mexico to meet with the Mexican president, where he was restrained and deferential, and then held a raucous rally later that day in Arizona. Granted, Trump's actions Tuesday night stand in stark relief from his sober, scripted speech about Afghanistan just a day earlier. He did not deliver specifics on how to fight that war, but his rhetoric suggested to some that a change might be afoot. There isn't. And the best bet is there never will be. On Tuesday night, as NPR White House reporter Jeff Bennett said on Morning Edition's Up First podcast, Trump was a guy settling scores who believes every crowd deserves a show. Defended his Charlottesville response and did so in a misleading way. He read from his original statement of Saturday, August 12, the part about denouncing hate and bigotry. He left out the next few critical words, on many sides. That's what caused the controversy. Played to white grievance. They're trying to take away our culture, Trump said of activists calling for the removal of Confederate statues. They're trying to take away our history. And our weak leaders, they do it overnight. These things have been there for 150 years, for 100 years. You go back to a university, and it's gone. Weak people. Teased a potential pardon of Sheriff Joe Arpaio. There was some early speculation going into Tuesday night that Trump could pardon Arpaio at his rally. Arpaio was found guilty of criminal contempt for violating a court order by illegally detaining immigrants who did not have legal status. The White House said before the rally that he would not pardon him there, but the president then went ahead and heavily teased that a pardon might be forthcoming. So was Sheriff Joe convicted for doing his job? Trump asked, whooping up the crowd. You know what, I'll make a prediction, I think he's going to be just fine. Okay? But I won't do it tonight, because I don't want to cause any controversy. But Sheriff Joe should feel good. Played the victim. He used his partial statement on Charlottesville as a way to show himself as the ongoing victim of the fake news media. Hire bad people, Trump contended of the press. And I really think they don't like our country. In a series of tweets Wednesday morning responding to coverage of the Phoenix rally, CNN journalist Sarah Murray said journalists can hold our leaders accountable and still love our country. And we do. Criticized fellow Republicans. He never said their names, but it was clear Trump was criticizing Arizona's Republican Senators John McCain and Jeff Flake. He noted that the Senate was one vote away from passing a health care bill. That prompted the crowd to chants of McCain must go. McCain, of course, is suffering from a deadly form of brain cancer. He was the deciding vote on the health care bill, voting against it last month. Flake has written a book criticizing Trump and the GOP's response to him. Nobody knows who the hell he is, Trump said of Flake. Trump also tweeted support of Flake's primary opponent, signaling a potentially very messy primary process in the spring of next year and into the summer of 2018. If Trump winds up endorsing several primary opponents to GOP incumbents, that would further splinter the relationship between Trump and Mitch McConnell, the Republican Senate leader. Threatened a government shutdown over the border wall. Perhaps the most potentially consequential thing Trump said Tuesday night was threatening a government shutdown if his border wall is not funded. There are no indications the wall will be funded to the extent he wants, and Mexico's not paying for it. The question is whether Trump sticks to the threat, accepts some half-loaf version of what he's asking for, or if it's just all bluster. Speaking Wednesday, House Speaker Paul Ryan, Republican Wisconsin, said, "I don't think a government shutdown is necessary and I don't think most people want to see a government shutdown." Ryan added that the House had already passed funding for border security, including building a border wall. Trump's comments at this rally should stop the narrative that Trump will or can change. Think of this a little differently, that Trump, in fact,